Anyways, make sure you tell them a price beforehand so you won't get scammed. Cause shorty ass is trying to scam me, but it's cool. Here, no sexo. You good. You can go.
No me importa. Me no go.
You good.
Me no go.
Oh, shit, okay.
Me no go.
You can just give me 300, bro. What's this? Oh, no. I can be here all night. I'm going in the morning. You feel me, folks? Hey, man, just be on point next time, man. Don't learn from me. Hey, this is why I do this shit, folks. Learn from me, man.
How it is? Hey, she's finna do it. Hey, she's finna. Mami, ¿cómo me casa mañana? Me caso. Playa chiquito. You know what I'm saying?
Chino, look.
Chino, I think he left here.
No, basically, she trying to up that shit another 1,000. Yeah, and she not worth it, though. Yeah. You said what? Yeah, bro. Yeah. You said give her what? Yeah, no, I don't. You said unless you want to what?
Unless you want to tell 911.
Okay.
What you finna do?
Shit, I'm finna see what she talking about for the 3,000.
It's 11 at night, and I'm sitting here thinking about watching some twerk videos when I get this particular WhatsApp message. And the WhatsApp message leads me to World Star Hip Hop. And part of that video is what you saw in the beginning. And you have here 2 young African-American men who have went to the Dominican Republic, and it appears they're having some issues with the young ladies. And that issue is the ladies are charging too much, as it appears, for the box. Booty clapping sounds. So what the young man is trying to do is trying to get her out of the house. One of them, at least, they don't even really speak English and stuff like that. One of them refuses to leave. He's trying to say that the lady charged him too much money for whatever it is. Booty clapping sounds. And that's how the story goes. But I'm going to come back to that a little bit later. Rewind! You see, remember when people were hating on the Passport Bros? You were getting a lot of interesting videos about how these guys were lame, especially the ones that were lame, that couldn't get any box, in the States and had to go all the way to another place. Here's an example of this guy saying that exact message.
You know a man ain't shit when all these women in America, millions and millions of women, and nobody wants you, and you got to go way to another country so somebody can want you. That's sad. Hell, they ain't gonna want you either.
And then here's a lady saying pretty much the same thing with evidence of other Passport Bros having the same problems as these guys.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I really thought this BS with the Passport Bros was just gonna go away, just die down, but I was wrong. Every time I get on social media, it's one of them goofy ass Passport Bros getting caught up in a situation. Exhibit A.
And guys, they took everything.
Now look at his ass. He up here crying and talking about she took everything. What did you expect to happen? I guess you thought you was going to go over there and have you a great time. They was just going to lay down with you. You was going to get it and get gone, huh? No. Let me tell you all something. And see, for people that really don't understand, that travel and go out of town, most of the locals, and especially the way that you present yourself, a lot of these Passport Bros going out of the country pretending to be something that they not. Those people that live where you all are traveling, they already know the game. It's all a finesse. Those women really don't like you for real. Oh, yo te quiero, papi, and all that old shit they tell you. That shit is game. Any woman that's worth having, whether she's in America or out of the country or somewhere else, 9 times out of 10, she got a man somewhere where she is. She may consider herself to be single because she's keeping her options open, but there's somebody around. And trust and believe that man is putting her up to doing a lot of the shit that she's doing. See, a lot of the women in these foreign countries will steal from you, will rob you, and possibly kill you quicker than a lot of the men do. They more treacherous than the men. You understand? But you're all going out of the country thinking you about to come find some woman that's going to be submissive to your will. Nigga, you ain't even got it to get it like that. Trust and believe, if she worth having, if she's any type of female that's worth having, she got somebody. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, she'll rob and steal from you to go give it to him. Speaking of not having it to get it like that, Exhibit B.
I'm here still in DR. I missed my flight last night. I just got off the phone with Spirit. I'm waiting on them to call me back. It's $100 reschedule fee. Basically, I need a cash app, guys. I need a cash app.
Now look at his goof ass. So I'm from Chicago. That's what we say. We call people like that goof ass people. Look at this goof ass. Now he's begging folks on social media for $100. You don't even have enough money to pay for food, but you got your ass traveling out of the country. You probably couldn't even afford to go. I mean, prime example, you begging for $100. You definitely didn't have enough money on you. That means you stay your ass home. See, it's unfortunate that these so-called passport bros will put women down, American women, black women, and, being specific, talking about black women. You all can't even pay your bills. Your debt to income is high as fuck, but you want to go out of town and make it seem like you got it like that, but then you embarrass yourself by having to ask complete strangers for money. I had to travel for my business. I went to Vegas for the magic show, and then I went over to LA. My flight got canceled from LA. I had to pay $500 for a one-way ticket. But guess what? I had it. You never travel. You never go out of town, and definitely not out of the country without having a reserve, without having money put up for incidentals, because you never know what could happen. I wasn't anticipating my flight getting canceled, but guess what? I wasn't going to be stuck at LAX. I got my ass on the flight and came back to Chicago. This man begging for $100 fucking dollars. Somebody, he hungry. But these are the men that you all choose to repost their videos like they live in life. These men can't even take care of their financial responsibilities at the crib and out of town. He got to call Senorita to ask her for some money so he can get something to eat. I hope she didn't answer his call.
Now let's get back to our subjects today. These two guys who putting these ladies on camera, they're sitting there cracking jokes, calling the ladies the B word. They're calling their friends, talking about, kick the chick out. I need to give her 3,000 pesos, which is like around $52. And, one dude's like, I'm from Chicago. I'm used to getting scammed. Let's put it on GD. And, talking about they're going to leave tomorrow. What they don't understand is, number one, even if the lady is scamming you, which happens overseas, it happens in America, you have to understand that the people that are over there in the Dominican Republic, they are not going to look at that favorably. This is why we have the term passport Pookies. And it seems like, these young men haven't got out overseas. They don't understand how it works. But that's what happens. Unfortunately, you can deal with certain young ladies in these places and they can scam you, or the price goes up, or whatever. But now, if anything happens to those women, by any small chance, and you happen to be over in Dominican Republic, you're gonna get messed up. And this is what black men gotta understand. You go over there acting like this Chicago, or this Houston, or this St. Louis, or this Atlanta. Those rules of engagement don't work over there. And you definitely don't want to put that out there on the internet, where you were literally disrespecting those women in that country, even if, like I said, they might have did the wrong thing. They might have stole some money. They might have did whatever they was doing. I get it. But to put that out there to the public, that's cheesy. Stupid. And what you don't understand is, for all the good black men that's going overseas that's not doing that, you build credence to the fact that all passport bros are lame. These black men are lame. That's the stereotype that you're delivering when you go over there and you act stupid. We got to also think about this as black men. We need to make it easier for the next group of brothers coming behind us. That means when we think we trying to do something, we got to understand we got to make our name good for the other brothers. Most of us, we don't think like that. Some of us do, some of us don't. We go to an area, all we care about is the interaction that we getting and we gonna do whatever the hell we want to do, not really understanding or really calculating the fact that the next group of black men are gonna pay severely because of your actions. Because now you're gonna make the block hot for a lot of other brothers coming out that way. When all of a sudden, and you got black men that live in these places. Like, think about, you got brothers, you know, shout out to brother E.D. Cole, who's living out there in the DR. I know Taylor Made Dreams is living there. But man, when you guys go out there, and some of you brothers, when you do foolish stuff, you make it so terrible for somebody to want to actually, you know, be out there like that. And I've always heard that about, you know, brothers, and certain brothers in Brazil, certain brothers in the DR. I haven't really heard about Thailand like that, but, you know, listen, black men got to understand, you're playing that game that can get you deleted in another country. So, or you make it very difficult for you to be able to come back. These people are not playing with you. They don't want to hear that you got scammed. They're not going to believe you. Dominicans, from what I understand, they're very pro their people. They're never going to side with you over their own people. So if they have to come out and give you some sort of street justice, bro, they're not going to be worried about the fact that, you know, you got scammed. They're going to whoop ass and ask questions later. So you got to understand there's a more diplomatic way you're going to have to deal with issues there. If somebody scam you or overcharge you, look, don't deal with ladies from the street then. Don't bring them into your house. That's a good way to do it. I'm pretty sure there's nice women out there that won't do that. So don't bring them to, and don't you dare embarrass them and embarrass yourself by putting them out on video. That's my thing. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.